Hey guys, good morning. My name is Will. Welcome to the Suarez Cruz Show. And today's subject we got is only by myself. My wife wanted me to do it by myself. She actually gave me some good questions. Today's subject is gonna be on fatherhood. So let's just get right to it. Let's see what we got. All right. First question is, what is it like to be a stepdad? Sometimes it's, at least from my point of view, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's easy, because as the kids get older, they're more understanding. But at the end of the day, those aren't your kids by blood. But you always gotta treat them like if they're yours. I'll give you guys an example. For me, I do have a stepson that he has ADHD, and he does have a little bit of autism, a little bit. Sometimes it could get challenging because when I get home from work, all I want to do is chill and relax and hang out with them and the dog. And sometimes he is hyper, but I've accepted that part, and I am trying my best to stepdad work with him because it is hard. His dad is not there for him all the time, so I'm stepping in the role. I believe I'm a good dad. You can ask my daughter; she's the love of my life, dude. I love the little girl to death. I pick her up every other weekend. My family comes up to see her regularly. And all the kids get along great. So it's challenging because, you know, like your own kids, you want to discipline them one certain way, and the other kids you want to treat them in another way. But in reality, you can't, because you just gotta treat them all the same. When it comes to playing and this and that, because at the end of the day, they are my responsibility. And I love being a dad. It's cool because it keeps me going. My stepson, even if I'm tired, away, let's go play baseball outside. He might not know it because his dad never taught him sports when he was little, and he wasn't never there for to teach him. So I'm teaching him now. It's challenging because he hates to fail. He's a winner like me. He's very competitive. But kids with the ADHD and all this stuff like that, they can't lose at anything. They can't, because they don't like to be defeated. They don't know what it is to lose, and everything in life has to be great. Sometimes in life you do have to lose. My daughter's another one. She hates to lose in anything. She can't stand it. She's competitive like me. Uh, my older one, stepdaughter, she's a little bit more challenging because she doesn't really care for sports, but she's the type of girl with swag when it comes to winning and rubbing it in, but she doesn't rub it in like how I do. Like me, I'm very loud, I'm very competitive, I'm a shit talker when it comes to playing games and sports and stuff, but she hits it where it hurts sometimes, low blows, and I love that about her because she's competitive, but she does look after her brother, she loves her brother to death. Oh, even though sometimes it could be much, but it is what it is, and it gets every day is challenging, because I love sitting down doing homework with them. Sometimes I'm working from home, sometimes I'm at the office, and I can't deal with them. And I wish my own daughter's here to deal with it, but I do call her every day, FaceTime her, I see how she's doing, and making sure her things are right. So it is challenging, from time to time, being a stepdad and a dad, but I love it, because it does keep me going for sure. So that was a good question. And the next question my wife asked me was, what is it like to be engaged? Well, for me, I've always been the single guy. In my crew, my friends, I've always been the single guy, um, picking up women left, right, however. But it comes to a certain time in life where you gotta, settle down, and then when you find your right person, you're never happier. And I did. She drives me crazy sometimes. She, but she understands me. She knows where I'm coming from. She supports me in anything I do. She actually, I'm getting, getting her into sports more and more. So I like that. She's up for challenges. The difference between me and her, I'm a very routine person. I'm a very uh, motivate. She's a motivated person too, but in different ways. She's a great when it comes to ideas and stuff like that. But I like a routine. I'm a guy that I'm up at 7, 6, clean the house, get the things going, walk the dog. Whatever I gotta do that day, I already have it in my mind when I wake up. She goes more with the flow. That's the only difference between us when it comes to that. But I like being engaged. I love my fiance. She's awesome, and she's amazing. She is. She's my girl for sure, and hopefully we'll grow old together. It'll be great. So, the next question she asked me was, "What is the definition of being a dad to me?" For me, the dad is the guy that runs the house, puts business when business is due, and puts family when family is due. You know, if I have to take care of business with work, I gotta take care of it. My wife's very understanding about that. Um, and anything she needs, I help her out whenever I can. But the dad of the house is the guy that he runs the show. I was raised like that. In my family we have more women than men. Right now we only got like maybe 5, 6 guys left in my family, but the rest are all women. We're surrounded by 15, 20 women, so I understand women as well where they come from. So thanks to my mom, my sister, my aunt being a hard ass on me, we keep the house pretty clean, and I'm very, I'm always on the go, and to me, that is the guy that everybody counts on. If mom can't do it, dad's gonna handle it. Don't worry about it. We fix it, we do it. And sometimes we do get overwhelmed with stuff too. We're human. We're just like the wife has to be a mom has to be doing homework, fixing lunches, this and that. And I try to help her out as much as I can, and she appreciates me. So it's challenging, but to me, a dad is being there for everybody. Not just in good times, not just in holidays. It's all about being there when times are tough, sitting down, doing homework with them, playing them, teach them how to ride a bike, teach them how to rollerblade, teach them about sports, teach them about women, how to have manners, stuff like that. To me, that's the definition of being a dad, being a man. Eh, it's tough because at the end of the day, being a dad is like it's a job. It's a job, but it's more of a lifestyle. And sometimes it's challenging. You're gonna have your good days and bad, but no matter what, the kids are counting on you, your wife's counting on you, your dogs are counting on you. So there's no off day when it comes to being a dad. And everybody has bad days are good, but it's fighting through it. I don't think there's an excuse for dads not to be there for their kids. I drive 2 hours every other weekend to go pick up my daughter and be there for her. Spend time with her. Bring her back home 2 hours later. Drive the next day, drop her off. So if I could do it, you guys could definitely do it. And I'm saying that to all the fathers out there. That's it. You made that choice to have a kid. It doesn't matter what happens between you and the other person. It does, because it's all about the kids. But about being the kids, you gotta always be there, no matter what. You have to leave work early because there's a doctor's appointment, there's an accident. You gotta be there, bro. Plain and simple. You have your kid has a play. Ask my daughter. I show up to her show with flowers, everything, where you're going. She has the happiest smile on her face. So she'll appreciate that when she gets older. Like my stepkids, that I'm basically raising them on my own. The guy only shows up, on his birthdays maybe, calls once every 3 months. And they see, and I'm hard. I'm the first one disciplining them because I want the rooms to be clean, doing their homework, and I don't ask for anything from them. That's the only thing. Keep their rooms clean, do their homework, this and that. And we have a great time. Every night, me and my wife, we play video games with them. What parents do that? It's not about us playing video games. It's about spending time and quality time with them. That's about being a parent. We have our alone time, and I go to bed every day at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. That's my little time I have to spend with my wife, and then wake up the next day and go grind it out. I'm tired of shit, but you know what? That's about being a husband and being a dad. Be good days and bad, but at the end of the day, I still look forward to coming home to my wife and kids. And then when I have my daughter, it's like it's a marathon every weekend. I love it. But that was a great question. What is your least favorite part about being a dad? Woo! My least favorite part. That's a good question. My least favorite part is probably all the events we have to go to. Like for me, with Seal, it was the Girl Scout cookies, and then Jacob's soccer, and then Gia's cheerleading and dance and all that. And it was just like, oh my God. one advice I give to everybody: have a schedule done. Everybody has to be in a routine schedule because that's the only way things get done. I'm being honest. You know, it's tough because sometimes in life it doesn't lead that way. But if you don't have a routine and you guys aren't organized, it's never gonna work out because you're always gonna be overwhelmed. So that's one advice I give. But my least favorite, I hate my. The thing is, I'm a person that I like to wake up early and do shit to get it out of the way. You know, I'd rather wake up at 6, 7 in the morning, sacrifice some sleep, go to Walmart and do groceries, do everything we do, and by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, we're done. I have the rest of the day to myself to relax, go to the pool, do whatever. You know, so that's me. But I hate running out. That's my least favorite part, that's for sure. All right, so now going on to the next question. What advice would I give to dads? Oh, well, the advice I would give is to be there for the kid. Stop kids or kid. No matter what color, no matter what situation you're in, be there. Because at the end of the day, that kid looks forward to spending time with you, no matter what. You know, that's one advice. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. You have a job, find another job that has a better schedule and be there for them. You know, hey. I've worked 2 or 3 jobs at a time, and I still find time to go see my daughter. Even if it's for an hour, 2 hours, take her out to lunch, take her to McDonald's, this, that, let's go to the playground, let's sit down, do homework, whatever it is, you gotta be there, bro. No matter what, there's no excuse. So for me, the advice I would give to other dads out there is don't be lazy, get your ass up, and be there for your kids, work, bring that money. You know, when it comes to child, a lot of guys talk about like child support and stuff like that. It's gonna happen, dude. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get over it. It's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say how much I pay or anything like that, but I do pay a big amount, and I don't really care because you know what? At the end of the day, it's for my daughter. You know, and my daughter has 6 sisters. She has 3 more from her mom and 2 more from her stepdad. You know, and yeah, she needs help. As much as you know, we've had differences about me and her mom and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. You know, because we've never made it about my daughter Gia. You know, it is what it is. I pick her up. We have our differences. Hey, look, can I keep her this weekend because I have this? Hey, no problem. You know what? Go for it. Can I have her an extra day the next day? And my ex, baby mama, she said, yeah, no problem. We get along from that part or whatever. Does it make it difficult because we live 3 hours, 3.5, 4 hours away from my family? Yeah, it gets hard sometimes and it's challenging. But we make it the best we can and we do the best we can. You know? But at the end of the day, the one advice I give to everybody is no excuse, bro. Be there for your kid. That's it. You know, if your life has to revolve around those kids, bro. It is what it is. You gotta get over it. You made choices. This is what you gotta do. Step up to the plate and make it. Be a man and happen. That's it. All that little kid shit gotta go. Yeah, you wanna bang 4 or 5 girls? Go ahead and do it, but still be there for your kids. That's the advice I would give to all of dads out there. That was a great question. All right, now next question we have from my wife is, how is fatherhood and having a family now change you? Well, for me, fatherhood changed me completely because it made me a better person than I was before. Because I was one of these type of guys that love to be around women, sports after the game, before the game, go to the beach, be here, be on the go. But it has changed me for the better because it's made me the man I am today. My mom, I gotta thank her. She's made me, and my sister, they both have been there for me, giving me good advice because I never got to ask my dad for advice because he passed away a month after we told him we were pregnant with Gio. So I didn't have a big dad to look at, you know, to do it. So I had to do everything basically on my own to learn how to be a dad. But I have a great family. They all gave me good advice. I've been there for them, you know, and they've been there for me. And then having a family, it feels good, you know. I like it because it's you have a home, you know. It feels like a home. When I lived alone, it didn't feel like a home. It felt more like a bachelorette, a pit, you know, a dorm, you know, basically. And you know, there was always something missing. I mean, when I met my fiance now, I mean, she made everything better. You know, it was always fun. It was always something going. You know, I was always, like I said, a routine guy. Go on the weekends, be in bed by like 10, 11, try to make it to work on time. You know, I've always been that way because I always put work first. But, you know, now when you're with somebody and you're with the family, it's just different. You know, it's challenging. You know, I like it. But it does make everything complete. That's for sure. You know. So that was a good question. Is there anything you regret or would change now? Woo. Um, I mean, yeah, of course. And I think everybody's full of shit when they don't have regrets. That's what I think. Oh, I have no regrets. Yeah, bullshit. Everybody has regrets. You know, whether they want to say it or not, it is what it is. You know, this is being realistic. And do I have some regrets? I definitely have some regrets. You know, because there's some things I could take back, some things that got me into a lot of trouble, a lot of things that could have put me in a hole. You know, a lot of things could have kept me to me being um, you know, lost in life, you know, and hopefully, thankful for my family and friends and everybody that they showed me a good path, you know. I got out of it. I was in a dark place, you know, way before I became a dad and family. So, but it's a new day. It's 2023, and you know, moving forward, you know. But there are a lot of things I regret, for sure. But now I look at it, those regrets wouldn't have led me here. So that's the only thing. But that was a great question. Next one is, we got two more. What advice do you have for the kids that you wish your dad would have given you? Oh, that's a good one. I mean, for me, I would tell kids, no matter your dad is there, whether your dad's there or not, mom is always going to be there. You know, for the mom's going to not be there, I'm sorry, but you're a piece of shit. But anyways, the one advice I give, treat a woman right, have manners, respect yourself, go to work, be disciplined, don't be selfish, because being selfish could lead you to dark paths too. So I definitely would advise kids to be disciplined, treat people how you would like to be treated, respect their elders, because nowadays I've seen this shit that the generation is under us now. Bro, they don't respect old people. People now, they don't care about the elder generations. They don't, people are very selfish nowadays. At least that's what I've seen. You know, so, don't be lazy, that's for sure. And get your ass up and go. You don't need the 8-9 hours to sleep, to rest. Like if you were to tell me, damn, I work from 3 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then, I might take a 2-hour nap, 1 hour nap to rest, and then get on the go, I'm okay with that. But you don't need 8 or 9 hours of rest. You can function on 5-6 hours of rest. Okay? So, my daddy used to always tell me, burning daylight. Burning daylight, I mean, and my best friend, all my best friends, basically, those are hardworking guys. Those guys get up on time. My friend Henry, he used to wake up with me. We used to be next to each other, going on the bus, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. We were out there grinding, and he's a dad, an excellent dad, and a great husband. My best friend Alexi, 110-degree heat in Miami, no sun, and he's out there grinding. My friend Carlos, police officer, out there grinding. My friend Juaco, going out in the limb, in no air conditioning, fixing ACs in the heat. He's a great worker. My friend Alex, nurse every day. And sometimes he's one of my friends that it's a love-hate relationship. I love him. He's a great friend. He's a great heart. But he's a great dad, and he's a good husband, and he's out there in the hospital every day. All my friends are all hard-working guys. My friend Joe, he has an electrical company, and he's out there in the heat, grinding, making money, but he's making heat. He's out there in the heat grinding, right? So there's no excuse. So the one advice I would give to kids is, get your ass up, stop being lazy, do what your mom tell you, and eventually you'll grow up to be a good guy, a good person. So that's definitely. And for the women, don't have kids early, bro. Enjoy your high school. Think about things. There's more than just partying. I understand. I was in high school too. I was the first one always in the house party, doing this, doing that, partying, hanging out, after the baseball game, dancing, picking up chicks, left, right. It doesn't matter. But for the women, the one advice I give to them, be responsible, bro. Get your shit together before you have kids. Don't have them at 18, 19, 20, 25 years old, because you don't even have your career yet. And now everything's going expensive. You know, so you gotta make money and have money there in order for you to have a family. And that's the one advice I'd give. But that was a good question. And my last question is, would I change anything now? A, I don't think I'll change anything now. I just want everything better. That's all. You know, for me and my wife were talking about the other day. I mean, I want to have, you know, hey, I want to have a good house. I want to have a garage where we could work out. I could do stuff with wood. I could